Hello and assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Ghasob Sharif and welcome into Sharif's Methods. وأرحب بكم أنا الدكتور غصوب شريف وأسلوب شريف in storytelling and learning في سرد القصص وتعلم اللغة. Listening to a story is the best method to learn a language. الاستماع للقصة أحسن أسلوب في تعلم اللغة. Today's I'm giving 2 lessons in vocabulary and grammar at the end of the story. So let's begin. Are you ready? Today is my 3rd story. I hope you have enjoyed my first 2 stories, Narcissus and The Secret of Happiness. Did you listen to them? Today my 3rd story. It's titled اليوم قصة الثالثة and it's Love, Wealth and Success. وعنوانها الحب الثروه والنجاح. I'm sure you will enjoy the story. Let's begin. Once upon a time, في يوم من الأيام, a woman came out of her house. امرأة كانت خارجة من بيتها. And saw 3 old men with long white beards. ورأت 3 رجال بلحى بيضاء. Sitting in her front yard. Sitting في الساحة الأمامية للبيت. Whom she had never met before. Whom she had never met before. لاحظوا she had never met before. لم تلتقي بهم. Past perfect أبدا. She felt startled. She felt startled. شعرت باندهاش but not scared. ولم تخف. Because the men looked peaceful. والرجال كان يبدو عليهم مسالمين. And unpretentious. And unpretentious. وعاديين بسطاء. لنستمر. They did not look like vagabonds. لم يكون شكلهم كمشردين أو بدون بيت. Vagabonds. Or beggars أو شحادين. As they dressed modestly and nicely. كانوا هم يلبسون بشكل جيد متواضع. Nicely متواضع. She said, I don't think I know you. أنا لا أعرفكم. But you must be hungry. ولكن أكيد أنتم جائعين. Please come in and have something to eat. رجاء تعالوا إلى الداخل لأطعمكم شيئا. Is the man of the house home? They asked. هل رجل البيت في البيت؟ لاحظوا house, home. I will explain. They asked. No, she said, he's out. لا, إنه في الخارج. Then we cannot come in. They replied. إذن لا يمكن الدخول. أجابوا. They replied. In the evening, when her husband came home, وفي المساء عندما رجع زوجها إلى البيت, he saw the men seated in the yard. ورأى الرجال في ساحة البيت. But he did not recognize them. هو لم يعرفهم. ونستمر القصة. When he went inside, his wife told him. وعندما دخل زوجته أخبرته. Told him what had happened. ما كان قد حصل. This is past perfect. Go tell them I'm home. اذهبي لهم وأخبريهم أنا في البيت. And invite them in. ودعيهم إلى الداخل. He said. At once, وحالا, the woman went out and invited the men in. المرأة أو الزوجة خرجت ودعتهم إلى الداخل. دعت الرجال إلى الداخل. She said, will you please come in? هل ممكن تتفضلوا؟ My husband is home. زوجي في البيت. We do not go into a house together, they replied. نحن لا ندخل إلى أي بيت مع بعض، هم أجابوا. Why is that? She wanted to know. ولماذا ذلك؟ أرادت أن تعرف. Then one of the old men stood up and explained. وأحد الرجال الكبار في العمر وقف وشرح. His name is Wealth, he said, pointing to one. اسمه الثروه، قال وهو يؤشر إلى أحدهم, to one of his friends, and said, pointing to the other one, وثم قال مؤشرا إلى الآخر, to the other one. He is success, وهو اسمه النجاح. Then he paused. بعد ذلك توقف قليلا. For a while, he paused for a while and said, وقال, توقف قليلا وقال, I am love, I am love, أنا الحب, pointing to himself, مشيرا إلى نفسه, pointing at himself. Then he added, ثم أضاف, then he added, now go in and discuss with your husband. والآن ادخلي and ناقشي مع زوجك. Now go in and discuss with your husband. ناقشي مع زوجك. Which one of us, أي واحد منا, which one of us you want in your home? هذا ليس بسؤال. Which one of us you want in your home? أي منا تريدين أن يدخل إلى البيت؟ لنستمر بالقصة. The woman, puzzled by what she heard, الامرأة احتارت بما سمعت, went in and told her husband what was said. دخلت إلى الداخل وأخبرت زوجها بماذا قيل, what was said. Her husband was overjoyed. وزوجها فرح كثيرا. He was overjoyed. How nice. هذا رائع. He rejoiced. هو صرخ فرحا. How nice. He rejoiced. فرح. Since that is the case, إذن في تلك الحالة, since that is the case, في تلك الحالة, let us invite Wealth. لندعو الشخص المسمى ثروة. Let him come in and fill in our home with money. دعيه يدخل ويملأ بيتنا بالفلوس. لنستمر. His wife disagreed. زوجته لم تتفق معه. My dear, why don't we invite Success? يا عزيزي، يا حبيبي، لماذا لا ندعو Success, النجاح؟ At that time, في ذلك الوقت, their teenage daughter, ابنتهم المراهقة, their teenage daughter, who was in the other room and overheard the conversation, والتي كانت بالغرفة الثانية وسمعت القصة, jumped from her seat, قفزت من مقعدها, and shouted, وصرخت, let's invite love. خلينا ندعو الحب. Then she added, وأضافت, would it not be better to invite love? أليس من الأفضل أن ندعو الحب? Our home will then, وبيتنا عند ذلك, be filled with love, سيمتلئ بالحب. Let us heed our daughter's wish. دعينا نستمع لابنتنا, نصيحة ابنتنا. Whispered the husband, همس الأب أو الزوج, to his wife, لزوجته. Go out and invite love. اذهبي إلى الخارج وادعي الحب. to be our guest, ليكون ضيفنا. Without delay, بدون أي تأخير, the woman went out and asked the 3 old men. الامرأة أو الزوجة ذهبت إلى الخارج وسألت الرجال ال3. Which one of you is love? Which one of you is love? من منكم هو الحب? Love raised his hand. ولove رفع يده. Please come in and be our guest. من فضلك ادخل وكن ضيفنا. Please come in and be our guest. She told him. هي قالت. Love got up. ولove وقف love and started walking. وبدأ يمشي towards the house باتجاه البيت. But unexpectedly بشكل غير متوقع the other 2 men also got up. والرجلين الآخرين هم وقفوا and followed him. وتبعوه. Surprised, الامرأة تفاجأت. The lady asked wealth and success. والسيدة سألت الثروة والنجاح. I only invited love. أنا فقط دعيت love. Why are you coming? لماذا أنتم داخلين أو لماذا تأتوا؟ She yelled. هي صرخت تقريبا. The old 2 men replied calmly together. والرجلين الكبار قالوا بهدوء مع بعض. Lady, سيدتي. If you had invited wealth and success, wealth or success, لو دعوتي الثروة أو النجاح, the other 2 of us would have stayed. الاثنين كنا سنبقى خارجا, would have stayed out here. But since you invited love, ومنذ أن دعوتي الحب, love, let me tell you something. خليني أشرح لك شيء. Wherever love goes, أينما يذهب الحب, we go with him. نحن نتبعه. Wherever there is love, أينما يتواجد الحب, there is also wealth and success. هناك الثروة والنجاح. Wherever there is love, there is also wealth and success. What a story! What a story! Okay, this is the end of the story, and today I'm going to go through the vocabulary with you again, just to enhance, so you learn them better. حتى أنتوا تتعلموا الكلمات. Wealth means money and capital when you are wealth غني. Front yard, the place in front of the house, ساحة البيت, الداخل أو الأمام. Startled, when you feel startled, you are surprised a little bit, not very much. But when you are scared, you are afraid, تخاف, scared, afraid. When somebody is peaceful, he looks غير عنيف, هو مسالم. He looks peaceful. He looks unpretentious, هو شكله طبيعي عادي, unpretentious. He is vagabond, you know, people in the street who do not have homes, they sleep in the street. Beggar, somebody who is begging, الشخص الذي يشحذ الفلوس, who is asking for money. When somebody is just modestly, بتواضع, not very expensive clothes, wearing humble clothes, ملابس متواضعة لكن جيدة. What's the difference between house and home? When I say I live in a big house, that means building. The building is there, but I'm going home. I'm happy at home. كلمة home هي emotional, هي عاطفية, تعني love, تعني atmosphere, maybe happiness. You say I'm going home, or it means country. You say next month I'm going home, then I'm traveling back to my home or country. When you use the verb to recognize someone, you know the person, you identify. You may say to your friend, you look different. I couldn't recognize you today. أنا ما عرفتك اليوم. You look different. So when you invite someone in, invite somebody into your house, you request someone to come into your house, you invite someone to eat, etc. يدعو. When you point to or at, when you aim with your finger or a pointer at somebody something, she pointed and he pointed at his friend. His name is success. So please remember these words. Also more word. When you pause for a while maybe you're talking, you short. It's a short stop. You pause, تتوقف قليلا for a while. You add, you say more, added, he added. When you feel puzzled, you are confused. You don't know what's going on. Puzzled, محتار. When you overjoy, you are thrilled. Thrilled, منفعل, very, very happy. Again, the same. When you rejoice at something, you may shout because you're so happy. Cheered, فرح. When you heed someone, you listen to their advice or what they say. Take note of what they're saying. When you whisper, you say in a low voice, تهمس. He whispered to his wife. He whispered to me during the exam. Towards or towards. Look, the spelling pronunciation. It's funny, is it? It's O, but we say ta. It's A with the O. Towards. What's the difference? It's a small difference. With S, it's British. Without, it's American. So you're going towards direction نحو. I'm going towards the house. He was going towards the house. البيت. Delay. When you delay something, you cause something to be late. You delay at a meeting because people are late. Raised. When you raise your hand, put up. But rise is different. Rise when the sun is rising. Something is rising. You stand up and you are rising slowly. So there is a difference between raise and rise. Today I'm going to explain some grammar. اليوم بشرح بعض القواعد which is going to be useful. Listen please. Okay, let me tell you this secret, or maybe you know it. When you tell a story, you can use 4 tenses or more. عندما تسرد قصة تستعمل 4 أزمنة. Tenses. Simple past or past simple, or preterite, the same. Past perfect, we'll explain. Past continuous, المستمر. Add or any tense in direct conversation خلال القصة. عندما يكون الكلام مباشر بين شخصين تستعمل أي tense مناسب. Okay, let's look at this example. Let's look at this example from the story. When he went inside, هو عندما لاحظ went دخل, the passive go. His wife told him, زوجته خبرته, what had happened. ما كان قد حصل. So we use had and past participle because what happened before he came in the house, before he arrived. So something in the past that happened before something else, we use had past participle. Had happened. She had talked to the men. She had invited them before he did. Then we look at the inverted commas here and here. These are direct words. The husband says, go tell them. Imperative, Amr. I am home, أنا في البيت. And invite them, ادعوهم. So you see this present because it is direct in the middle of the past tense. He said, هو قال. So had plus past participle is the past perfect. الماضي التام, and it's very often تأتي بعد أو قبل before. Another example, his wife had invited them. She had already invited them before he arrived. لاحظ then العمل هذا invited حصل before he arrived. So inshallah in the future أنا راح أشرح لكم more grammar. You will learn and you will be telling your story with confidence because you know your grammar very well. My advice to you again, I hope you learned a new vocabulary, you brushed up your grammar, راجعت بعض القواعد, and learned how to tell a story, how تتعلم كيف تسرد القصة. And my advice again to you, some piece of advice: relax, listen to the story and repeat it to yourself once or twice. Or second, tell a family member or sibling إلى قريب في العائلة. Or tell the story in English, of course, to a friend. Or write it from memory. Imagine writing gets better if you write the story again. Listen to this advice and you will learn how your English will get better. Finally, give me your opinion. Your opinion counts. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Subscribe to my channel, and click like and write a comment on the story. Do you agree that love leads everything? هل أنت تعتقد الحب يقود كل شيء? Write your answer under the video. Hope you enjoyed. See you in my fourth story. Goodbye.